Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is our 23rd Unified Minds booster box that we're opening, and this is also for sim9630, and this is the second box of 3 that you purchased from our store. And this one is no codes, no bulk. Now, first thing I want to say is something to do with a code giveaway. Yes, I thought that would get your attention. We are giving codes away in every single video from now on, because we're taking that upon as feedback. And we forgot to give them away in the last video because we were silly. So here we go. We're going to start the video by giving you away 3 codes of Unified Minds. Hopefully they're focusing well. There we go. You got to be quick and ready for the third one. Ready, go. Go get it. And also we give away a code every time we get a hit that the customer has hoped for. And Simo was hoping for Mewtwo and Mew. And in the last video, that's exactly what we got. So here is a 4th code. There we go. So I'll put those off to one side. And we can start the video. And we will be giving away more codes throughout this video, so do stay tuned to see those. And the only other thing Simo was hoping for was a Weavile GX. So if we get a Weavile GX in this video, we will also be giving away a code. So there we go. That's what we're doing. First rare of the pack, or first rare of the box, sorry, is a Whimsicott. There you go. And I want to address something that I think I should address. I was realising that perhaps to viewers that keep coming back, I might be sounding like a broken record explaining everything and who we are. So from now on, I'm just going to simply say, if you would like to purchase your own booster box from our store from as little as £55, click on the link underneath this video to our Facebook store. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. And if you want to know anything about what we're doing, if you're a new person seeing us for the first time and you want to know more, just simply ask us questions. There, we'll start doing it from like that from now on, because we feel that we can't really talk to you much throughout the video because it's me wittering. So Litwick is the reverse and Executor is the rare. Now, last video we said we want to talk about the World Championships, and that's exactly what we're going to do for this entire box. If you don't want to be spoiled, what, I could hear you breathing.
Not the whole box.
Not the whole box. Okay, we're going to start talking about the World Championship for some of the box. Some of the box. We're going with some of the box. And so if you don't want to be spoiled, either click away or skip ahead 5-10 minutes.
Or just mute.
Or just mute, yes, and you can enjoy the packs being opened in silence. That might be interesting. That might be preferable for some of you. You might prefer it in mute. So, World Championships. We were talking about the finals in the Masters division with the trading card game Shintaro versus Henry. Anyone didn't watch it? Henry won. Now, Henry was using, what do we even call the deck? Oh, it's a holo rare. I don't know how you would call the deck he was using. It was kind of a mishmash of everything from Unified Minds. It had Mewtwo and Mews, it had Latios, it had Reshizard, it had Cobalion, it had Solgaleo, it had Jirachi, it had Deoxys and Espeon. Most of them were one of each, basically. And which, of course, is now perfectly possible. Well, he won it, of course, so that's clearly possible. And I think that's down to the fact that there's Cherish Ball from this set, allowing you to search any GX and putting it right into your hand. He also ran Dedenne. We feel as though that was a popular
We saw
one.
a lot of play with Dedenne.
A lot of Dedennes. We saw one particular player, Tord. He ran, I think, 3 or 4. And it looked at times that was all he had, really, was Dedennes. It didn't look like he had much else at certain times. It was just Dedennes on the bench. Kind of a dead card after you've played it. That's the only thing. I don't know if it's a bit too risky running 3 or 4 of them. What do you think?
Well, if your hand's not going the way you want it to, then at least that's a surefire way of getting new cards.
But then what if you had good cards plus like 2 Dedennes in your hand? There, you can think about that whilst we show the first rare of the box. What do we think it is? The rare is... Hey, it's Garchomp and Giratina! Garchomp and Giratina. That's, we haven't had this one in a while.
Yeah.
First hit the box. I love the Garchomp and Giratina.
It's our 8th one.
I'm looking forward to the tag team tins that are coming out in September. One of them being Garchomp and Giratina. So I'll pick up our own one. And of course we'll be opening up those tins on the channel. So do subscribe to check that out. And we'll also be showing off videos of Hidden Fate stuff when that releases. So another reason to subscribe as I frisbee this card. Come back, fish. Let's try to get back into the water. Water's not that way, my friend. So yeah, lots of so do you not think the Denny's would maybe clog your hand? I suppose it depends on the player. Maybe if you were good enough, you could play around with that.
No.
No, no. So we're talking about the finals though, not Tord. So the finals. So Henry ended up winning a 2-0 win to Henry. Shintaro was using Blasphemon, or Blounds as people like to call them, and he ran the Heatran GX from Unified Minds. He was using Heatran GX as well as Naganadel GX. I think he was only running 1 copy or 2 copies of each. 1 copy of Naganadel GX, I think. But the big kind of controversial point, should we say, I think a lot of people seem to be let down with this particular year's finals, and that would be because at one point, if you hadn't seen it yourself, at one point Shintaro, his Pokemon was knocked out, and of course he had to put something else up, and in fact, looking at his hand and the field at the time, there was actually a chance that he could have won on his next turn. And it clearly looks in the video, and it clearly looks at the time, we thought the same thing, and I think the audience thought the same thing, that he was just taking his time to think about who he wanted to put up. If I were him, I'd have been maybe thinking about the odds of being able to win, what cards am I going to need to win this turn, what's got the best chance of winning. And in the end, the judge said after he put something up, the judge decided to say that because he took too long to put something up, he was given a 2-prize penalty, meaning his opponent got to pick up 2 prizes. And unfortunately for Shintaro, that was... I'll need to continue it after this pack. The rare is... Ooh, it's an Aerodactyl GX. We haven't seen this one in a while, it feels like.
This is our 7th.
7th Aerodactyl GX, yeah. There you go. Yeah, so he put... unfortunately unfortunately for Shintaro, very fortunate for Henry only needed 2 more prizes to win that game anyway. So because of that judge's decision, Henry automatically won the first game. And I think that seems to be the point that is sticking with a lot of people. Because they feel as though that the judge perhaps, I don't know. The main thing is the justification that they're using is that Shintaro had been given warnings in previous matches within the World Championship for taking too long. And so because of that, all those kind of, what would you say, little points, red flags, warnings, all those warnings in previous games affected him in the final of the World Championship.
It all added up.
It all added up. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that? What's your point with that?
Oh, no, I'm not getting into this.
That's the whole idea, we're getting into this. What's right? Do you think it was fair? Do you think he should have been penalised for previous games' warnings?
I think I noticed it myself that he hadn't put a card up. So I think for myself, I kept thinking, well, what? Oh, here we go. See?
Continued after this pack. Yeah, you are. The rare is... I'm waiting for the camera first. The rare is... Hey, we've not seen this!
Oh, lovely.
Oh, look at this. Look at these two.
That's lovely.
That is lovely. Raichu and Alolan Raichu, Rainbow Rare. We have not seen this card before.
Cool card.
It's a cool card. Oh, they're cute.
Wow. Yeah, I'm liking this. This is our 7th. But this is our 1st. It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. There you go.
Thank you.
Nice looking box so far, my friend. Nice looking box. So we're down to the second to last pack on the right hand side of the box. And in case you're wondering if you're thinking maybe looking too dry on hits here, well, the right hand side typically has less hits than the left. So of course not all the time, but most of the time. So yes. So you were saying, sorry. I'll let you continue.
No.
Yeah, continue.
No, you could see that he was agonising over what he was going to put up. And yeah, he did get a penalty, but I could see that he really needed to get something up quickly.
Mm-hmm. But then, it's a World Championship final. I mean, I think at that moment in the game, there was still like 70 odd minutes on the clock.
I know.
60 minutes on the clock. A lot of time left on the clock. We went back and checked. The whole World Championship final was finished in less than a half an hour. Which is insane. I mean, we've had pre-release games go on for longer than that.
I know.
And so, yeah, we both seem to feel the same way. We are all for you know, getting warnings, and if you don't pay attention or don't abide by those warnings, you get penalised. We're all for that. I just don't think previous warnings should mount up to just right there and then being told, that's it, you lose game one. I feel as though there should have been a warning in there somewhere. Now, you're going to do a bit of motion, and I'm going to give away codes. So I'm going to give away 3 codes, so you're all ready? All ready to type out the code. There's your first one. There's your second one. And there's your third one. Go get them. And we will give away one more code if we can get a Weavile GX, because that is what Simo9630 is hoping to get. So if you buy boxes from us in the future, do let us know any specific cards you're hoping to get. And if we happen to get them, well, we give away a code. So it means you yourself could get codes, or you could be helping others get codes. So always shoot us a message to let us know what you're looking for. But yeah, we don't think that the warning should have mounted up like that, because we feel that's not quite fair to Shintaro. I think if you were told there and then, as I said to you, I think if you were told there and then, right, now, come on, you know, he'd have put something up. But I think the reason I think it was so unfair is because he went into game 2 and you could see it on his face.
Yeah, he was visibly upset.
He was visibly upset. Yeah. He was annoyed. He even threw a card at one point from his first game, you know, between game 1 and 2. You could tell he was annoyed by the situation. And, you know, it's a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of dedication to even get to the finals. So to be, you know, I said to you already, he's probably going to relive that moment forever. You know, constantly thinking, if I just put something up fast enough, I could have maybe, you know. And I think the fact that it was looking like he was going to win that first game. So to then lose it like that is, I don't know, it's not really in the spirit of the game, in my opinion.
But this is your opinion, remember?
It is all my opinion. Yeah. Do let us know what you think. Feel free to leave a comment. Let us know if you think we're right. Let us know if you think that the judges were quite in their right.
Well, the judges were. That's what it comes down to.
Oh, but it's like a referee in football, you know?
However, and it's the same as the judges were in their right. And it was the final, and they had to be really strict over it.
Yeah, I think people were saying afterwards that there is a rule somewhere, which I didn't know either. And it seems as though the commentators didn't know, because they didn't know what happened either. I think you only get 5 seconds to put a Pokemon up from the bench to the active slot. 5 seconds. And if you take more than that, that's obviously the penalty, as we get a good card. Let's brighten us up.
Yeah, and that's a no more.
That's no more.
No more.
The rare is Naganadel GX. That was used in Shintaro's deck. See, it's all brought back to me. Now, this was used for its ability, Ultra Conversion. Once during your turn, you can discard an Ultra Beast card from your hand to draw 3 cards. And basically, that's what Shintaro was doing, because Poipole, the thing it evolves from, is an Ultra Beast in itself. And then, of course, there is a regular Naganadel, a non-GX version. That is also still an Ultra Beast. So, those 2 cards could be discarded to draw 3 cards. Good for getting through the deck, try to look for what you need. Especially in a Blounds deck, where you're trying to get as many fire energy as you can. And he also made use of Heatran GX from Unified Minds. In fact, he used that to win one of his previous...
there's your Cherish Ball.
There's the Cherish Ball. He won a previous game, did he not? Through Heatran GX. Because Heatran GX has an ability. When it goes from the bench to the active slot, you can move all your fire energy onto Heatran GX. And then its GX attack does 50 damage for each fire energy on Heatran. So at one point, he put it up in the active slot. 7 energy was on Heatran GX, and he just blew up the opponent. And that was it. Game. Reshizard was knocked out, sent home, and that was that.
Yeah, we were impressed by that. That was a good move, because then we realised, Heatran. Oh, we need to look into this.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're a lot of the things that we, Heatran and Naganadel, I just, again, it's not playing the cards. That's the problem. We just read face value and think, we don't really know. And the thing is, the set's not even been legal that long. Rotation just happened as well. So I think everything was up in the air. The rare. Oh, here we go. The rare is... Oh, it's a Full Art Dragonite GX. A Full Art Dragonite. Wow.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty. I do love something about the Full Arts. I think it's the fact that it's got a solid texture in the background. Solid colour.
This is our second Full Art, our Dragonite Full Art.
Second Full Art.
Yeah. And this is our 10th Dragonite.
10th in total Dragonite.
Yeah.
So we're sitting on 5 hits of this box so far. I haven't quite worked out the average yet. We're still on box number 22. Out of the time of recording this is box 23,
23.
sorry. And at the time of recording this video, we have 30 boxes at the moment. But I can see that maybe going higher. Just depends, I suppose. We're loving the set so far, that's for sure. I think that's one thing I enjoyed, was being able to see the World Championships. And I wasn't able to do this last year's because obviously we weren't doing this. And watching it last year, you know, you see all the cards and think, I can't really see what that is. I don't know what it does and that kind of thing. And you feel a bit lost. I don't know if anyone else gets that vibe, but I do. So it was nice this year to be able to watch it and see cards that I've already seen being opened and have a rough idea of what they do.
Well, I was just fascinated because it was my first time actually sitting down and watching it.
And how did you find it? Did you feel, was it like...
No, it was exact... Oh, here we go again.
Here we go again. The rare is Slowpoke and Psyduck. Simo, that is to go with the full art Slowpoke and Psyduck from your first box, my friend. Let's see if we can get the full, all of them, basically.
So this is the 14th.
14th duck.
14th duck, yeah.
So this is 6th hit as well. And we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs to go.
Yeah, I was just about to say that I was understanding more of the cards with us playing in the pre-release and seeing the cards and then seeing the cards being opened with us opening them. It was made it easier for me to understand.
Did you find it enjoyable because of that?
Yeah, definitely.
You could actually, I suppose it wouldn't be as enjoyable as if you didn't really know what was going on, because you wouldn't have a clue what's going on, basically. Yeah. Now, what did you think, because we both love this part of it, what did you think of the juniors division?
Oh.
And the seniors division?
I was very impressed with their play.
Very impressed.
That's what I could say.
Compliments to everyone that plays in the junior... cut off by another hit. No problem at all, but cut off again. The rare is... It's the Mawile GX. That's the second one from your two boxes, my friend. Mawile GX. And that's hit number 7.
And that's our 8th one.
8th in total. Yeah. Cool.
8 Mawile.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, as I was saying though, big respect to anyone that plays in the junior and senior division. It's nerve-wracking in the Masters division, let alone the juniors division. The juniors division is like age 11 and under, and senior being 11 to 15. So that is, yeah, that's impressive to be able to do that. That's what we were saying, isn't it?
I was impressed by their card shuffling abilities.
You like the shuffling?
Oh my word. Like, sometimes you couldn't even see they were going so fast.
So fast. Lightning fast. But yeah, we were impressed. I mean, watch the juniors game. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect. I thought maybe the decks that I thought the decks to be using would be really different from the ones used in the Masters division. I don't know if I thought maybe due to cost of cards, something like that. But no, it didn't seem to affect it at all. There was Reshizards, there was everything being used. So, either lucky kids or kids with a good paper round. Water. Misty's favour. Noctowl. Caracosta. The reverse is Yanma. The rare is Zygarde. So we're down to our second to last pack. But we're okay. We're on 7 hits, so we're happy. We've got the safe 7.
Yep, I'm counting again.
I think it would be nicer, wouldn't it? I always like going for an 8th.
I know.
But 7 is always where we're aiming for. If we can get 7 hits, we're all happy. We can all go home happy. Goodness gracious, I'm having flashbacks to Unbroken Bonds. 5. The rare is Iga-Slash, and that's a holo rare. And we're down to the last pack of the box. So at this point, I will say, Simo, we hope you've enjoyed this video. You got one more box, my friend. Hopefully it's just as good as the first 2. If you've enjoyed this video, do let us know somehow. Leave us feedback somewhere. We do appreciate it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, we would love it if you would consider subscribing. And if you're watching on Twitch, if you could give us a follow, again, we'd really appreciate it. And if you want your very own booster box from us, from as little as £55, check the link in the store below. And the rare is a blurry Escavalier. There we go, it's focused slightly. There we go. So I will give you this to sleeve, and I will quickly recap everything that we got from this video. Everything we got from this box, I should say. Well, this box in this video. And this, of course, Simo, this will be added to all the cards from your first box, and they will all be added to the cards from the second box. and then we'll get those shipped right over to you. And hopefully you'll be very happy with everything that you've got. I don't want to spoil too much from the first video in case anyone hasn't seen it, but between the two boxes, I'd be very chuffed myself, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. The hits are, waiting for it to focus, Mawel GX, Slowpoke and Psyduck GX, a Full Art Dragonite, Naganadel, Raichu and Alolan Raichu Hyper Rare. I feel as though I took two, I didn't know. And an Aerodactyl GX, as well as a Garchomp and Giratina GX. Thank you so much to everyone who watched this video. We do hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one.